Hello everybody, I'm Beard Grizzly, and welcome back to Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Where we last left off, we ended up just taking down this small little forgery station. So it's time to actually move on to our actual objective that I completely got sidetracked on, because it's easy to do for me in games like these. Open world, or at least somewhat open world like this game is very easy for me to end up getting sidetracked on. And we're going to start out with a hack. Okay. Alright. I guess. I really wish.
Access granted.
Okay. Ah! Oh god! Oh Jesus. Well, this is a great way to start everything off, isn't it? I guess I'll just die! Let's start over. Oh my god. Alright. Hello everybody, my name is Beard Grizzly, and you just witnessed my death really quick at the hands of a drone, because I'm an idiot. This is Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. As I was saying before, I get really sidetracked with things, like, really quickly, really easily. And mostly it just comes down to the fact that, hey, I want to enjoy the game, I want to look over everything, I want to be able to see everything that's happening. And that's one thing that I think open world games succeed at to a point. There are still things that they are really bad at, and there's definitely things that, in general, like how things get stale with open world titles. That's something that I still would hope that people would try to fix or add different things into. And another ebook. Back. Thanks for the stuff. What I mean by that is, if you look at other... Oh, that's security rating 5, good grief. If you look at games like... Can I do this one? I can't. If you look at games, and I'll take Dead Space as an example, I think. Dead Space had... Of course, was more of like a horror game. It was linear, sure.
Trace program initiated.
But it had a couple elements in it that I really did enjoy. Just being the fact... I'm not going to make this. Nope, I'm going to disconnect real fast. That way I don't cause any trouble. I didn't do anything. But Dead Space had elements in it that were... You know, it was more of a... It was a tighter knit game. Yes, it was a linear game. There wasn't much that you could really like diversify with it, which, you know, this one is very diverse in how it handles, certainly. But one of the things that it did very well, I felt, was introduce new ways to handle things left and right. Like, it just did a good job with it. I'm not going to get this somehow. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I'm getting sidetracked again. And by introducing those elements, it did still, at least to me, it kept the game fresh. You know, there were things about it that it still was a little lackluster on, but it still kept the game fresh. This one, I think, can still do the same thing because of all the augmentations that are going with it. And I do still like the ideas that they're, you know, incorporating with it. I haven't even gotten my augments yet. You know, that's the even better thing right now. Alright, let's be faster about this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Fudge muffins. Now, is that thing gonna look at me? Is it gonna be interested in me? No? No. Okay. Lockdown. Okay. Yeah, and when I screw up, of course, I'm going to have something like that pop up. This game, though, I think is going to be okay for the most part with that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about, like, getting stale or anything like that. This one also isn't truly open world. It has elements of open world where, of course, I'm running around Prague all over the place as well as I please. But it still does have elements of being linear. Okay, now we got it. Jeez. That took me long enough, didn't it? Okay. So now we're in a restricted area again. Now we've got to be careful of what we end up doing here. And if I'm following the map correctly, this will actually get me to where I should be at this point. Good for me. Oh no. Oh, those were 2 guards up there. Look at that. Look at that. Well, this is how stealthy I am, I guess. Jeez. Punch, punch. See you, stay here. Thanks. Can I take your stuff? I like your stuff. Thanks. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna move up here a little bit. Move up again, or should we wait? We'll wait. Now this is going to be, you know, a good bit of what we're going to be focusing on or working with as we go along with this game in the beginning. I want to make sure that there's... Oh, wait a minute. I want to make sure that I do it right. I want to make sure that if I can, I don't get spotted or anything like that. But speaking of, we've got a ladder over here, and I'm going to take that. Is there a way up past this? Well, there is this. There is a roof. We'll go up on the roof. Can I just grab that? Yes. Awesome. Alright. So now we're up on the roof, and I'm going to see if there are any other ways to get inside this place. So far, it looks like if I'm checking out my radar right, we are out of view of the enemy. So that'll make things a little easier for me as I go along here. We're just kind of going along as we can. Except we got seen. Whoa! Okay. Some of these takedowns are just funny. Some of me getting blown up with a shotgun is not, though. Boy, I'm not having a good time of it here, am I? Well, I'm glad I moved out of there. Jesus. Oh, and car gets blown up. Good to know. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die right here. Right here, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, I'm getting shot from the side. Okay. Okay, I'm having a bad time of it. Again, not expert at anything I try here. We're going to do the roof option again, because I think this is still a good way to go. I just got seen. I wasn't expecting to get seen quite that easily. Too many dudes around here. I need a break. Give me a break here, game. Ah, shit. Alright then. Here we really go. Good grief. Good grief and a half. This is not a good place for this. Okay, here we go again. Third time's a charm, right? That's what they say. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh shit. Third time is not a charm. Okay, so we're back. Third time's a charm, right? Right. Yeah, totally. We'll see about that adage, I guess. Basically, I'm not having a good time of it here. I keep running into problems left and right. I'm not sure what I can do about it. These guys are all over the place. Like, they are swarming this spot like nuts. But we're going to try going down this way this time, because I keep going the other way. So, now one thing I will say that they've gotten better with is the falling damage in this game. The falling damage in Human Revolution was atrocious. Almost to the point that it was non-playable without the Icarus upgrade, which is the option that you have to basically, do the float down, and then he slams into the ground. That one, really cool attachment. I just wish they made it standard like they did this time around. Alright, I don't think there's another way up past what we've done, so what we have right now is what we have.
inside, they would have found him by now.
I really do want to try to keep this as stealthy as possible.
I would have found him by now.
Window. Go in the window. Or not. Don't go in the window. That's fine too. I'm going to go back to what I was doing, which is trying to get into a window. Apparently that is a hard thing to do.
I see you.
You see nothing. Alright, let's fold over, get in here, get to cover. Perfect. Alright, this is what we wanted to do. This is how it should have been the whole time. But we are now inside this building, and I am going to...
I find them first and pay for drinks all night.
These guys are just shooting at books. What's wrong with them?
Exactly where to look. I am convinced.
Okay, now what we have is a hack program. This will actually help me when... Jesus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So here we go. Again, with the combat. Buddy, why are you walking right into me? Why you do that? Alright. We're gonna just run at this point now. See if we can hide. Get to other spots. We got one coming in. We're going under here. Nope. Nope. You guys aren't gonna find me. You guys aren't gonna find me. Boom.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title
So we were mostly stealthy about it
of my super
on the
secret
third
book, right?
try.
I remember it's red.
Really, it was the third try. But we're gonna... I guess we're just gonna go down and meet him then. After I search his computer, because that's what I do. Security rating 2. Alright, super secret entranceway with your book. We'll close this up in case they can find a way to get in there. And here we go. Auto holster. So here we go. Having my augments is going to help this game a lot. I do honestly rely on them a little bit more than I probably should.
Jensen,
but,
my favorite techno wonder kind.
well, that's part of the
Sorry
game.
about
That's
the
whole
goons,
game.
man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
Nothing I couldn't handle. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. Real close.
Whoa, buddy, hang on.
So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to
I don't think Jensen's that kind of guy, bud.
My way around.
I could be wrong, but I don't think he's that kind of guy.
What exactly are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong.
Just making this up
But
as
don't
I
worry.
go.
I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to
Oh,
myself.
good grief.
I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, You want me to fix you or not?
Hang on a sec. You gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Ottar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Koller. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Ottar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy.
#1
and
guy.
I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure or what?
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be
We'll
fine.
be out for another 30 hours.
You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Koller's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
All right, Koller. You've officially creeped me out.
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to. Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
What did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected, but you got some strange fucking Augs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some
dear.
water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease up. Okay? Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Koller?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants.
Okay.
You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah. David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Koller? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers.
Oh boy. Alright, so what do we want? We have the Nano Blade. We have the Tesla. This is the shock from long distance. We have remote hacking. Oh, I like that idea. We've got an installed PEPS.
It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
Laser to generate a wall of concussive force that knocks down enemies and does... Alright, yeah, I'll think about that one. Experimental, the focus enhancement... Okay, focus enhancement. Augmentation is lodged within the user's nervous system. Activation coupled with the regulated nervous system supplement guarantees a brief increase of accelerated awareness.
It's okay, Jensen. One
In a
isn't
similar
gonna kill
fashion to the
You've said that
Relapse
before.
Flex booster, the system jolts the user. Titan. Oh. Okay. 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 Icarus Dash. The Icarus Dash augmentation allows users to propel themselves horizontally at great speed across a short distance, whether on the ground or in the air. It achieves this by generating an electromagnetic pulse wave behind the user, which applies
okay,
pressure
Jensen.
evenly across the
One
user's
isn't
back.
gonna
It is
kill
highly
you.
recommended
You've said
that
that
the user
before.
already be in forward motion. Before triggering the system. I hate to say it, but I think I might go with the Tesla. If I don't go with the Tesla, I'll go with the remote hack. Oh, it's so helpful. I know it's going to be helpful. We'll go with Tesla. 2 practice required, that's fine.
See that? Major spike in your power
Unstable,
consumption.
150%.
Where the hell did these things come from?
Oh boy.
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun.
What? Okay.
Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using.
Augmentation deactivation. Are you sure you wish to permanently disable this augmentation branch? Oh boy. No, I'd really rather not.
Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using.
Well, what I can do is kill the nanoblade because I am trying to go with fully passive. So let me disable the
See that?
nanoblade.
Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just,
Weird.
you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Koller. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
But you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. I help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Seraph installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarah's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what. Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Sarif's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. There was a few months there that... The more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
Okay, so I was figuring it was going to be something like that. Either it's directly after the events of Human Revolution, where Jensen is basically underwater almost, or number 2, there's another spot within the game called Missing Link, and Missing Link also basically puts Jensen into a cryo chamber. So there may have also been some other experiments that happened there. Those are the 2 possibilities that I can think of off the top of my head from the previous game, but it's probably just something that we don't know about in the interim.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Koller?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... It would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
Like this idea?
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Koller. Thanks for the praxis.
Okay. So we've got a couple different things we can do here. We've now got... How many? How many points do we... 13 praxis points. All right. Oh, so I didn't even get this stuff. All right. One of the first ones I do want to get is the rebreather. It's super helpful as you go along and start really going through everything. I think we do not have punch through walls. I am going to get this. I'm also going to do the old-fashioned and pick up the... yeah, there we go. I super needed. Lift and throw heavy objects. I'm not too much a fan of that, so I can deal around with that. Let me see. Booster works by activating the attention button in the parasympathetic nervous system. While activating the vagus nerves bursts. This enables military personnel, athletes, and physical performers to execute quicker, more impressive feats of strength and dexterity. So, by the looks of things, it looks like I can take out 2 guys at one time. That's what I see. Yeah, it unlocks multiple takedown. So, that's pretty helpful, actually. Typhoon. Oh, I don't have the Typhoon now. Projectiles can be configured either into a lethal explosion or non-lethal concussive blast. And that's actually something I want. We're going to go non-lethal. We have that accepted. Awesome. Oh, there's the Icarus landing. Okay, we need this for sure. We'll take him that right away. And what else can we get here? There's recoil control. There's reload dexterity. And there's also aim assist. So we've got a few options from that. Smart vision. Highlight nearby targets in on the field of view. We want this, definitely. Wall penetrating imager. And we can also... Effects are applied automatically. Medium consumption, though. That's a shame. Highlights useful items within the confines of the smart vision area. Definitely pick that up. We have one more point left over, which is this. Okay, that's fortifying. We want more hacking, so I'm going to take hacking level 2. Alright. I may have totally made a very bad character, but you know what? For the time being, I think I'm okay. Clip spring jump mod. And the leg silencer. So this is something next that I definitely want to pick up. Cool. So we're actually in a good spot. Smart vision. Oh, that does use it pretty quick, doesn't it? Gotta be careful of that. Throwable object. Ooh, holographic display. It's 3D, but it's not 3D. Great. Love when they start pulling those kind of effects. It works wonders on my eyes. We can search the medical box. Ooh, multi-tool. So, that's Koller, and we now have our augments back. I can really start doing some things a little bit more here, which will be helpful. Thankfully, with having Koller, we're in a better position as we go along. Okay. This is unacceptable. You would do something about this. Yes, I was expecting you tonight. Ask her. Salava. Let's see. Let's talk. Mr. Koller, recently you ordered some equipment through us, very special medical equipment from China. Normally, I do not ask our clients why they want things they ask us to get for them. I simply negotiate terms and move on. The terms you negotiated, however, were not done through me, and for that reason, they remain unclear. I do not like business that isn't clear, so before I hand over your merchandise, you and I will need to talk. Come to the casino, or I will send my men to escort you here. So basically, the stuff that he did order is not exactly up to good standards at all. Explains why he wants us to actually go to the casino and grab the stuff. That's no good. If you're augmenting, you must be aware of the United Nations for sleeping. Okay. And just some more stuff that's going on here, which is Panchaea at the bottom of the deep blue secrecy. 2027 Panchaea was humanity's titanic plan to save the world, a 1.5 kilometer deep installation plunging to the bottom of the Arctic Ocean. Built by a 100% augmented workforce, it was our hopeful answer to climate change, until it mysteriously blew up on the day of the Augs went crazy. 2 years after the incident, it remains conveniently unclear what happened to Panchaea. Amidst conflicted reports of human remains, corporate sabotage, and radioactive salvage, we wait for the official truth. Engineering failure or another augmented horror story. More and more, Panchaea feels like $1 trillion hole which to hide $1 trillion secret. Yeah, that's about right. So because the Panchaea stuff, if you aren't familiar, is the stuff that we that had gone down at the end of Human Revolution. It's what I was kind of talking about before. So, big deals. Definitely a touchy subject for some. Definitely a touchy subject for Adam. Okay. Oh, this dude's just sitting here. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to take your stuff, though. Why are you here? Exactly. Alright, so there is apparently a manhole cover, sewer entrance,
Jensen,
you know...
it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Okay. We'll keep going here.
Sir?
Hello.
Oh, look at this. You look like one of those Singularity Church crazies.
Well, thanks. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. Not.
Open your eyes.
All must be ready.
Jerkwads, I swear. So we're going to sell some stuff, and I'm going to check and see what other stuff he might actually have. I'm also going to go through the process of selling my... You know what? Actually, I'm going to hang on to this. I found out that there's... Yeah, these. EMP ammo. Apparently, you can load up the 10mm pistol with a different type of ammo, or a couple of these guns with different types of ammo. I honestly had no idea that was a thing, and that is awesome that you can do so. But it basically gives the 10mm, which I'm more a fan of than I am stun gun, a little bit more of a boost. But I am going to sell off all of my standard 10mm because I want to do everything as stealth as possible. That also means I'm going to be armor piercing and regular. See, the armor piercing I should almost hang on to if I get a revolver, because at that point, if I run into any high tech mechs, I can just blow them away with that. That's helpful. It's only worth 20. I'd rather have that for the health boost on the go. That's worth 1,000. But we know that the one lady at the bar needs that, so I'm gonna hang on to that for now.
Hello? Hour to the sea.
Okay, so we are going to take a trip to the next area, and we're going to try to meet up with Miller here. Oh, so last video I was talking about a play by a Russian gentleman. The play's name is called R.U.R, which is Rossum's Universal Robotics. The cool thing with this play is that it basically gave us the first word of robots to actually be put into the English language. So because of this, I had to do a little bit more digging to remember. These are not robots in the sense that we know of, like clank clank around. These robots are actually more basically cyborgs. So it fits what Deus Ex is showing off right now, where these guys are augmenting themselves and putting on different limbs or having cybernetic eyes and all that. Like, this is all cybernetic implants. So I don't know if that was necessarily their reason for having it harken back to that. Kind of sure it was, but I thought it was a really cute reference, for sure. I haven't heard somebody reference that play in ever, as far as I know. So this is the place that we need to get into. I'm just going the back way because why not? Okay. So I gotta talk to this poster, I guess. Oh. Boop.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
So here we go. Task Force 29's area of operations. Oh. I can... Nope, that's locked. Okay. Safe, locked, terminal, computer, access. Oh god. Alright, this is an armory. Oh, is that a stun gun? That's another stun gun. I just want the ammo. That's all I want. It's just damn ammo. Weapon cabinet. Ooh, crafting parts, mine template. I'll take it. Can I close it? I can. Perfect. Moving on. Shooting range. Not what we want right now. There's a lot going on in here. I've got to give them a lot of credit for that, actually. Just the fact that there's so much happening on the screen and so many different NPCs doing stuff. Again, I didn't have this in Human Revolution. Human Revolution was quite a bit more barren than this. Like this. Yeah, I know. Okay. So we gotta go up top. Movable. No, I don't want to do that. We're just finding more beer, you know. Plenty of alcohol. Oh, plenty of alcohol. Good gracious. Stun ammo. Speaking of... Thing is, I could just start stunning everybody if I wanted to while I'm sitting in here, but I'm not going to do that. That's what you call a bad idea.
The last team walked straight into an ambush.
Okay, there we go. Knocked over a pile of boxes, but I'll take it. Alright. Enough screwing around. Let's get up top. As soon as I figure out how to get up top. Oh, good. More crafting materials. This is the benefits and bonuses of, like, exploring. Is just collecting everything. And granted, that's nothing new in games, but with this one, especially having the options that they do for exploration, ebooks, experience points being directly related and connected to everything. Like, there are reasons to do this, for sure. And we're just going to disconnect for the time being. I could totally try to break into some of this, but I also have an objective in here at the moment. Now, we got to find the steps. Where are the steps? Holding cells, huh? Okay then. Infirmary. Bathroom. Where are the damn steps? They're super duper obvious, aren't they?
Right now, I think my blood is about 60% capped.
Steps. I found, Alright, we're gonna go up the steps. We're gonna go talk to Miller. Here we go.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Maybe a little love interest going on here? Maybe? I don't know.
Jensen, we need to talk.
About what?
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
DF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an ammo in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced.
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party. I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Alright, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
So okay, we're definitely not as safe as we think we are.
Janus relies on public perception. I don't even know where to start with your representatives.
So each agent here is going to have something a little different to talk about, which is also cool. Just more world building and stuff like that. I definitely would say if you guys want to, if you do pick up the game, I would definitely recommend to look into it. So, are these guys okay with me doing this? We're gonna just jump out of here, because again, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. Vincent Black.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Okay, let's go in here real quick. We'll steal your crafting parts. I mean, there's going to be a point where I just need to break down and just start hacking everything. And that's going to be something that I'll probably do when you guys don't have to see it. So I'm sure it'll be boring as hell.
This is Jensen.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age.
Well, you know what? I think you're right.
Information archived within the walls of Palisade.
Duncan!
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
Quota here. This isn't about Mama McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling out a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop. Challenge. You always this pig-headed, or are you just going to out of your way on my account?
Come on, McCready. We're not a couple of beat cops filling a monthly quota here. This isn't about whose collar it is. It's about getting the people responsible. Full stop.
Look, I get what you're saying, but I'm working a $5 investigation on 50 cents worth of shit. I've got speculation to spare, mate. Listen, I know I come off strong. I've got 3 ex-wives that'll back that up. But that's just how I'm built. Putting on a show for the new guys ain't gonna change what's underneath.
I can appreciate that kind of honesty.
Good. So when I say I'm impressed with how you handled yourself in Dubai, you can appreciate that I meant it. With that sandstorm giving us colonics, stripping the juice box out the chopper was an inspired choice. But that mission is over, and your involvement in it ends now. Got it?
Yeah. But tell me, why do you think the bodies from Dubai were sent to Oman?
Fuck knows. Rumor is that Oman was pissed that we got the green light for the gig in the first place. Can't blame them, really.
You don't think it's strange we got the call over them?
I stopped questioning the logic of the big noise a long time ago. What I'm told is we were the only team ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
So then you know what I know. Got everything?
How the hell did you get such a sunny disposition anyway, McCready?
Knowing about me is not going to make us friends, Jensen. But I'll humor you. Fine. I joined regular army straight out of secondary school, made UKSF at 25 and was recruited into the SRR 4 years later.
Special Reconnaissance Regiment. That's an elite unit.
Oh yeah, it's very glamorous. All champagne and blowjobs.
So what happened?
After 12 years hunting terrorist shitbirds across every desert on the face of the earth, I found there was no fucking end to the evil this world churned out. I couldn't see the point in what we were doing anymore. So I quit.
So what brought you back to the life?
I suppose it was purpose. A tool without a job to do can only grow rust. So here I am, back in it, serving my purpose. As a tool yourself, mate, you should understand that, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. It was nice talking to you, McCready.
No, it wasn't.
Well, you're so nice, good friend. Good sir. Good friendly sir. Not so friendly sir. We'll go with non-friendly sir. Alright, so McCready's working on a new case. I figured that none of the people that we had here were going to be, in the same exact instance. Oh, it's locked. Shucks. Alright. Let's see if... Need an NSN keycard. So we need a new keycard for that. To talk to Miller. Let's see if... Nope. Let's see. Bonk. Cool. Alright. Now we got a key card for the shooting range, so I'm going to actually jump in here and see if there's anything in particular that we can do here. Okay, we'll enter the shooting range. That's totally cool.
So, you've decided you need some practice, huh?
Okay. Too many crickets. What is wrong with me? Shoot all targets. Well, I did. Are there any others? Okay.
You know the best best tip my training officer ever gave me. Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference. Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Okay. Next. Combat rifle.
Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round.
Combat rifle. Let's see how they change this up. Reload.
See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time.
Okay. Reload. Alright, so now we've got some armor piercing rounds. Jeez. That does make a big difference.
Easier, right? Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life. Now, take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo.
Okay.
They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them.
Right. Gotta go over here to pick this up. Reload.
Once you've disabled a security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily.
Mm-hmm.
You should always have at least one backup weapon, so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the other aspects of your weapons.
Okay. Ooh. Silencer. Okay. And we will attach this to the combat rifle.
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer?
That is a lot. Okay. Oh ho ho ho. That's nice. This was something you didn't have in the original game, so you can actually, on the fly, change the settings on the gun. Alright. That's really nice. And holstered.
Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them.
Oop. Crafting parts. Okay. So first thing we want to do is go back to our pistol. Pull that out. Swap to regular ammunition. Tab to open inventory. Now, what do you want me to do? Customize? Okay. Oh, there it is. Good grief. Customize menu. Select the fully automatic option and call it craft. Do the same with the pistol's ammunition capacity. Oh, here we go. Down here. Yes, so now that's maxed out.
Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time.
just gonna refill all my ammo types here real quick. Alright. Okay, so again we press Y. Ammo type we can switch on the fly like that, and we're back to full auto. Shoot all targets on the screen. Wow. Alright then.
The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through
Yes,
your
it
ammo.
will. Right.
That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Alright. So combat in this game definitely feels a lot nicer, which is something that I haven't really mentioned yet. Everything just feels a little tighter. Everything feels a little quicker on acquiring a target. Headshots feel a little bit more precise. Everything just feels a little bit better overall. So I give them plenty of credit for the way this game feels just overall. But guys, that's where I've got to end it today. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to go talk to Miller, but we at least did get a chance to go talk to Koller. I know these first couple episodes have definitely been a little sluggish, but we're still in tutorial mode, believe it or not. That being said, I hope you guys have at least enjoyed what's going on here. The game is fantastic to look at. The gunplay is awesome, even though I totally suck at what's going on with the combat right now. Now that I have augmentations, I think things will be a little easier, hopefully. We'll see. But that said, I hope you guys at least enjoyed what you saw here. If you did like it that much, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit like or dislike down below as well, so I know what's going on if you guys do like this content. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.